Hi Internet! I'm back! Darish Zone presents the first boot of Neon, my new cyberpunk multimedia image, 32 GB, and this is the screen you will see when you boot the image for the first time. Another DZ image is completed. Yes! So I will set the controller, okay? You do the same with your controller of choice. I don't use the thumbstick, so I will skip all the analog control and the hotkey. Okay, and the hotkey is set. And we enter on the custom theme, the neon. And this is the custom theme, neon custom theme. It's based on Super Sweet by Dwayne Hurst, and it uses the them randomizer by Dwayne Hurst and Dave Marty. Thanks to both for this fantastic script, which allowed the theme to change color at every boot. So this boot is red. There is some difference than the release candidate. I show you. This is the final version, and the theme now have the selector as the same color of the theme, so red. But you can change. You can change magenta. Let's set magenta. You have 5 colors overall, and the theme will change at every boot. And this is the system you will have on the final image. Amiga CD32, Amstrad, Atari 800, Atari ST, Commodore 64, Commodore 64 cartridge, jukebox. The jukebox is the new multimedia feature of this image, which you already know is a retro gaming image, a multimedia image, and it has a desktop mode, so you can play, you can listen music, you can explore the web, for example, and many other things. MSX Playbox is the multimedia player. Ports, there's not ports on the release candidate. Is the last edition I added to the image. There's just some things, the Doom collection and the Cave Story. Not much, but it's a nice bonus. The power is just to turn off and restart the system. The desktop mode, this allows you to enter quickly to the Raspbian desktop mode. You have a full computer at disposal. You have to plug a USB keyboard and a mouse to use it, and you can turn back quickly to the front end. The Sharp, the Sinclair ZX, Neon. Neon is a special selection I made for this image, but you can add the games you want. This selection is cyberpunk themed, so I've added games like Akira, Beam Rider, Beneath a Steel Sky, Bloodnet, Captain Blood, Chimera, Cybex, Degeneration, Dual Fighter, Neuromancer, Plane 9 from Outer Space, Project Firestart, Rise of the Dragon, Stellar 7, and Syndicate. All games with the cyberpunk concept. But I repeat, you can add the games you want. You can also add the system, the other system game, because this image has only 9 personal computer system, but you can add games for Super Nintendo, Mega Drive. There's no problem that the theme is compatible with all this system. If you add ROMs, you can even add the arcade ROMs, and the theme will adapt at the new system you will add. This is the old games tab, the favorites tab, which is empty, obviously. The Let's Played and the system. There you can see all the new options from the Playbox. This image uses the Playbox, a custom version made from to play for DZ. This is a very special version. It's different than it still use RetroPie, but it's different. You have all these new options like the Playbox toolkit is fantastic. I want to show you this script because you don't see that before. This script allow you to fix all problems to the image. If something goes wrong, it may happen. You can fix the music selection. You can fix the desktop, the screensaver, and many other things. Some fixes request to go into the terminal mode. You cannot apply this fix into emulation station because you need to be out of the emulation station to apply these fixes. But the script tell you anything you need. It's very precise because to play is fantastic guy. And this is the system info. Is a script also made by To Play, which not only show you the, for example, the IP of the machine, to show you the temperature of the processor, to show you precisely the available space on the partition. You cannot see the partition on the original RetroPie, and the Playbox just give you the total control of the image, so you can see even the hidden partition. And not only, you have under Visual Theme Tools, you have the Bezel Custom, the Bezel project, which is installed, but the bezel are not assigned. You can add the bezel to the system through this app. The emulation station, the Harst items, this is the app by Reinhardt. From there you can download up to 1000 of theme made by him, and you can control the randomizer used by this image by Neon for the theme, color theme heavy rotation. Okay. MP4 launching. This script allow you to set a different loading video for every system. Actually, the Neon have only one loading screen for every system, but you can apply a different video for every system. Overscan. This option is very useful. You can change the overscan of the screen without manage the files, the files of the boot partition, which is very dangerous to edit. You can do safely with this option. If you have issues with black border or something like that. RetroArch shaders, you can manage the shader from emulation station. Another thing you cannot do on the vanilla RetroPie. Splash screen, you can set the splash screen, and this image already have is splash screen, the skyscraper 2P. This allow you to install the skyscraper for just scrape the box art for your games. So you have the emulation tools, many options. I can show you every option because there's a ton of options. I just want to show you the most impressive ones, but you have so many things to find and explore here. So Amiga. The Amiga is the best set you can find on a PI image because it's the full set, so every game is included. We talk about way over than 2000 of games, 2019 games available. So it is a lot, guys. It's a lot of games, and there's a full set. And this is the direct boot next generation WHD load generation. So there's not boot screen, it play directly the game, just 10 seconds to loadings. There's not disk swap at all, and loadings are light speed fast. Every games you want is here because I repeat, is the full set, and every game, almost every game, has a video snaps. Incredible. You can spend the rest of your life looking for video snaps. Incredible. It's just beautiful. Let's stop talking, Darish, and just Rocket Ranger, classic game. Your memories, our memories, is here. You realize you have a full set of Amiga on a little box. It's incredible. Robocop. Fantastic. Okay. Videos. And same for CD32. Battle Chess. The full set of the Amiga CD is incredible. Cannon footer. Dark Seed. Okay, and move on. Amstrad. The Amstrad is not the full set, it's top selection, but we talk about 500 games, so it's a lot. And even that one has the video snaps. Atari 800, Bruce Lee. Fantastic. Bruce Lee, I love Bruce Lee, you know. Atari ST. I'm proud of Atari ST selection because even that one is a full set of Atari ST. Is truly hard to find because you can find on the image the no intro set, which is around 300 of games, and on the Neon image you have over 3,000 of Atari ST games, all the crack groups released because they're only available. And there's more version of the same game because every version is from different crack groups, so don't be misled from the same name of the scraper. I already show you. To see the real name of a game, you have to strike select button, go to edit game radar, and you see the real name, Alien Thing Expert Edition 96 top byte Sierra Electronics Falcon. So the Sierra means crack group. And Atari ST use the Libretto emulator. So it's experimental, but this allow you some privileges you not have with Atari standard Falcon emulator. You can use the controller obviously keyboard and mouse are recommended. But move on, the Commodore 64. The Commodore 64 is huge. It's not the full set, but is a huge set. Almost 4,000 of games is impressive. Plus the 309 games of the Commodore 64 cartridge. This is a selection of cartridge only games. I spent months to make this selection, guys. It's incredible. All games released on cartridge and easy flash releases by crack groups. It's a ultra rare. You have the Project Firestar game, which was a 4-disc release. You have on the one single files without loadings. The guys, the Commodore 64 cartridge files are fantastic. Move on. The jukebox, you have many graphic interfaces. So you select your GUI, and you need MP3 installed on your card. On the configuration, it tells everything you need to know, and by default you will find the soundtrack of Neon on MP3. MSX is a full set. Basically we talk about almost 600 of games. Aliens. MSX 1 and 2 are merged on this selection. The Playbox is Cody modified by Playbox. Cave Story, Doom Collection for ports. Sharp, I love the Sharp. The Sharp is the Sharp is the top selection, because the full set is something like 2,000 of games, but for the most part are obscure Japanese adventures. Text adventures is not reliable for us. So I've just made a selection of 100 of games. Mostly are arcade games and shoot 'em ups. Okay, and the ZX Spectrum. The Spectrum is I call, just like the Commodore 64, I call expanded selection. It's not the full selection, but the full selection of the Spectrum is huge. Is something around more than 1,000 of games. So all you need is here, obviously. You don't need the utility of the office program. Obviously you need games, so all the games are here. Okay, and let's take a look. We don't have time. Damn. Commodore 64, and I want to show you for the overlay. Every system has a custom overlay, the Neon overlay. So, and you can also set the scan lines. The performance scan lines are optional. You can select it from the RetroArch menu. Okay, and this is I want to show you the super screensaver. Yeah, the super screensaver based on Neon cyberpunk image. And so, thanks to watching. This was the first boot of my new image Neon. We'll catch up on the next one. Bye bye.